G'day everybody, welcome back to a beautiful rainy spring day here in Bywater and to Tales of the Shire. Hope you guys are doing well. We're in front of the garden. We should actually do a whole bunch of harvesting before we really do anything else. And towards the end of the previous episode, I did say that I have been ignoring the, the decorating and all that sort of stuff in the house. And I sort of want to get back to it, so I should actually try to do a little bit of decorating in this episode if we can. Not anything major, I just wanted to maybe perhaps move a few things around. So, got quite a few things here, and I wonder if I should check on the pantry to see if I want to sell stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about selling stuff just yet. I feel like, especially with the carrots, we don't really have a lot. The turnips, or sorry, parsnips rather. But yeah, we can sell flowers, and again, repeating what I said in the previous episode, but apparently flowers can become a decent source of income, so perhaps we should look into growing as many flowers as we can. We do need to invite people over, but we need to figure out what people want to eat before we even do that. So, oh, I didn't realize you can change the trimming here. Maybe we can give it a little bit of color. Why not? Stained wood. Let's apply it everywhere. Yeah, just to brighten the place up a little bit. But what I was thinking of doing was moving some of the stuff that we had in our previous riding nook right here. And I think we could afford to perhaps maybe move all of that to where the riding desk is currently. So let's go there, and let's see if we can place a few things around the writing desk. Just gonna quickly check on the furniture as well. Who knows, we might have something interesting we could use. A ruined boat. Oh, okay, right. No, that's maybe an outdoorsy thing. Mirkwood, Mirkwood, rather, shelf. Can maybe go there. That doesn't seem like a bad spot for it. And then I'm sort of looking for a smaller table, if we can find that. Short table. It's a bit wide for my liking. Tea table. Yeah, maybe that suits it. And then we can put a few of those decorations back down. So we've got a few of these bottles. So perhaps maybe we can put these bottles here. And I'm sort of looking for those scrolls. Elegantly displayed scrolls. And maybe a simple scroll like that. So a tiny little bit of a mess here, right next to the writing table. I think that looks nice though. Then we've got jars and vases and stuff. Maybe we can place stuff in the corner here. Brilliant and vibrant vase. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Although, would that be better suited for somewhere out here? Yeah, every now and then you sort of need to check on what things you might have that you should be able to place down I feel like it's still looking a little bit empty here, but we can work on it as we retrieve more presents from people. This looks like a nice spot there for a decorative plate. And a tankard. We could put a tankard here, maybe. Thoughtful litter pile. Oh, okay. What would that be for? Perhaps maybe outdoor decorations. Fabric covered jar. I don't know if that's the appropriate place for it. I feel like it should be closer to the kitchen. Bywater duck. I don't know where I can keep the Bywater duck. Let's maybe not worry about it in that case. Pantry baskets. Oh, the inkwell. Yeah, inkwell would look good on top of the writing desk. Unfortunately, you can't really do too much with the writing desk. Can't place stuff on it. I mean, it is pretty full, but still. Would have been nice if we could actually do stuff with it. Let me... Perhaps maybe I'll just move this ever so slightly. Like so. And then now we can place the inkwell there. I think it makes sense to be in that spot. We could have a basket there. I don't think that's too bad. A wooden ram carving. It is kind of big though, isn't it? I don't know if this is the right spot for it. Well, we don't have to force things in, do we? So I think maybe this is about it for the decorating. So decent little nook here, but more stuff to be placed down when we actually have it. But yeah, let's continue the rest of the day though, because we've got a relatively busy day ahead of us. So let's check on what people want to eat. Salty meal, sweet meal, and that's it. And this is the next step to making Bywater a village, the first Bywater Festival. Good morning, Blue. We need to start organizing the Bywater Festival. Perhaps a shared meal between yourself, Orlo, and me. Any excuse for some good food, really. Orlo can barely contain his excitement, so you'd best get cooking. Okay. I mean, we are meeting quite a few people, but I suppose we're not really getting together the right people. So yourself, Orlo, and me. Alright, a meal for 3. Perhaps maybe just at home, but that'll have to happen tomorrow. So let's pick up a bunch of our rewards. What could ever grow in a swamp? Hello, Blue. There's a swamp I know of, locked by a gate. No other hobbits ever enter, but if you'd like me to show you the swamp and the brilliant thing growing there, just come and find me. Rosy Cotton. Okay, maybe this will open up access to another area, which has been previously locked away. So we'll definitely check in with Rosie. Not sure when, but we'll try to do that as soon as we can. Let's just tuck away all of this stuff here. And let's get cracking with the day though. So I do want to fish a little bit. This will be a little bit of extra income for us, and obviously we'll be selling those flowers, and I want to go to Rosie to at least have a chat about exchanging jams for more flowers. And I think that'll be the first half of the day, and then the next half we will sort out meals, and then have that get together at home. It's a sort of a miserable looking day. I mean, I do like the rainy days purely because it makes things easier for us, but it's the kind of weather that makes you want to stay home, right? I don't suppose we would get storms here in Bywater. It'd be cool if there were, and then perhaps maybe that throws a little bit of a spanner in the works of, you know, whether or not you're growing stuff, or perhaps maybe you might need to help people repair their homes, you know, after a very, very big storm. But I don't really know if such a mechanic would exist. Let's just swing by here before the piggies get there. And yeah, good old Olo, our first sheriff of Bywater. Good for him, well deserved. Alright, so let's sell all of these, and we shall... actually, these are probably not good for selling. Go back, and we will need to start growing some of these things. Keen on trying to grow some more rhubarb. Ruby taters are also quite good. And strawberries? Yeah, let's go with strawberries. What else? Coriander and perhaps maybe some basil. Those are quite small plants though, aren't they? I should be able to grow more things. Let's go with more carrots. And maybe some more leeks as well. I'm spending quite a bit of money there, but I think it's needed. Let's check in with young Tom. Oh geez guys, hopefully you don't hear that in the background. I've got quite a few different hoons just driving by. Hopefully it doesn't come out in the edit. I did use quite a bit of mutton, didn't I? So might not be a bad idea to buy a whole bunch. And I don't really have a lot of chicken. I'll buy a whole bunch. And no bacon. Which is a big no-no. We definitely need the bacon. Alright, so let's head home, and I'm gonna pick up all of the jams that we have. And I'm gonna see if we can exchange those for some flowers. And then only after we come back from seeing Rosie will we then start, you know, planning what we're going to be growing in some of these grow beds. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that's still in there, obviously, which we'll need to work around, but that's fine. So, do I want to also exchange the herbs with Delphi? Because that's another thing we can try and do. Got a lot of basil. Let me grab that. And got a lot of Nasturian. Let's tuck away the 2-star one. do that. So a couple of bunches of Nasturtium. Pepperwort, we are going to find heaps and heaps more pepperwort out there, so I'm okay getting rid of some pepperwort. Rosemary, I probably should hold on to for a little bit more. Parsley, I think we can get rid of some parsley. That looks good to me. Okay. Let's go see... I would say let's see Delphi, actually. That just reminds me. I need jams. Let's grab all of the jams. Is there a way to just see the jams? Miscellaneous, I guess. Apricot jam. Fragrant plum jam. Let's bring all of it. And all of these as well. Yeah, because I can't remember what jams I need for what flowers, but if we have all of them, we'll be able to do a few exchanges. We probably won't get rid of all of the jams, but we'll definitely get rid of some of it. Nasturtium right here, and then we'll climb up that way to get to Delphi, and we'll have a chat with Rosie after. And we may as well check in on that swamp area that she mentioned. So, I don't know if there are some special things that you can forage from the swampy areas, but... Okay, swing around this way. Inventory space is getting a little tight here. Where is she? Maybe up this way. Delphi. I wish we could actually keep our own bees and stuff. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so... we can get 3 different jams. That's good. Yep, pepperwort. Let's go with that. And a plum jam. And more peach jam, I suppose. So, apparently you can't exchange the basil for anything. Unless perhaps maybe she might have different types of stock. I could do more Nasturtium, although I've only got... Oh, okay, I thought it was 9 Nasturtium that we needed. Well, we do have 6. We could go for 1 more. Why not? So let's take a look at our space here. We only have space for a few more, like, things, so... Oh, actually, seeds go into a different spot anyway, so we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, so time to go see Rosie. Nope. This way. The day has definitely flown by though. It is already lunchtime. There she is, just over there. Let me just untag that. Hey, Rosie.
Huh?
Firstly, let's trade, so we can get a whole bunch of flowers first. I don't really know what we should get, but I think pansies look nice, so let's trade for that. And let's see. Maybe lupin? King's Cup. And maybe one more. I don't know what though. Snapdragon? Why not? Preferably I would be using up some of this peach jam. So marigolds. Or daffodils. Maybe we go with the daffodil in that case. Alright, and let's have a chat about this swamp. It's good to see you, Blue. And you, Rosie. Let's have a talk. What is this place? It's a secret swamp or bog, and you can pick cranberries here. You only get them in the autumn and the winter, but they are lovely. And this is the best place to find them, so I only tell my friends about it. Thank you, Rosie. I am pleased to be your friend. So, I've been thinking, is Bywater going to be a village? I think so. I reckon so too. I've never seen my dad so happy. Dad thinks it's our job to look after Bywater. He keeps reminding young Tom about it. Young Tom's going to be a farmer cotton one day, but I don't think he wants to be. I sometimes catch him looking sad. What do you think I should do? Do you want me to talk to him? Tom doesn't trust people easily. You'd have to get to know him first. Alright then, what about you? What are you going to be? Dad says I had to marry someone important, like the mayor of McKell-Delving. I just want to marry someone kind, who's good to his friends. And who likes cranberries. See you later, Blue. Oh man, alright, well, we missed our chance for cranberries in that case. I mean, it took us a while to be able to actually get to the swamp. Hang on. So, we were talking at the swamp, but then, like, I don't know exactly where that swamp is. I think I may have seen something that looked a little bit like a swamp. The secret swamp out here. Yeah, that was very far from where we were talking. But yes, apparently we can get there easily. But then, is there any reason to go there if there are no cranberries to be had? So, that is the question. What I might do is I'll have that meal and then we can sort of go out and do stuff. Because I also want to go back to the pantry to throw all of this jam away. Getting further and further away from home, I feel. Yeah, let's swing back around. My goodness. It never ends. I mean, it's a good thing. How did I miss that dill? Alright, ooh. Does stuff grow within your own, home? That's very interesting. Okay, so in regards to planting stuff, I think we might be able to do that towards the end of the night. Provided, you know, we don't tarry too much. And yeah, I just don't want to pass out or anything like that. Alright, so, meals. Let's do this. So, cream of mushroom soup for Delphi. Yeah, I really don't know if we have to also achieve the right taste. Good night's forage. Butterfly cups. Butterfly cups are very, very difficult to come by, so I might actually not worry about that. But the crispy fish pie, I think this shouldn't be an issue. And the cream of mushroom soup, so let's do that. Wow, the wood blowets are difficult to find, so... but we should be able to do one more sweet mushroom. So that should turn out the way she likes it. Okay, brilliant. So, let's store that in the backpack, and the crispy fish pie. Easy. Hearty vegetable. I think he wants a salty dish, doesn't he? We'll get a couple of chances to throw some salt in there. Let's do... I just don't want to make it too strong with the other ingredients involved. Let's do turnips, and then let's do... Getting low on the wild beef. Yeah, let's do chanterelles. We've got plenty of those. We should be able to adjust our flavorings. I can throw salt in here. And maybe in here as well. Perfect. We're ready for that meal. So let's go ahead and have it. Fish pie for you. And mushroom soup for you. Alright. So they should be pretty happy. So I'm glad that he's a sheriff and everything right now, but does he really have to wear the hat? I don't know how I would have felt if I became the sheriff and I had to wear that. Oi. Did we get any prezzies? I guess not. Alright. Well, it's still early in the day, isn't it? I'm just having a look here at the stuff that we've archived. Bywater Festival here. So we need Orlo and Nora. Gotta remember that. Orlo and Nora. Okay, so before we do anything else, I feel like I do need to just buy up some more salt. Getting a little bit worried about not being able to adjust to the right flavors. Okay, it's got a bit of salt there, that's good. I think we've got plenty of cinnamon, plenty of clove, plenty of sugar as well, so don't need to worry about any of that. Let's head to the pond next to Neffy's. Actually, it's not the pond, it's the lake. And I'm gonna do a bit of fishing right now. See if we can top up our fish reserves. We might be able to sell some of this stuff if we really wanted to. I don't know if we're a little bit too close to the end of the day, but the end of the trading day, that is. But I can always go to Sandyman, right? Oh, I think we've not seen a carp before. Very nice. Apparently they're quite sweet. Crucian carp. Salty one. I'm still keeping an eye out on roofs, because I don't really have many. There are a lot of big fish today. They must really like the rain. Very good. I'll catch whatever that one is. Right there. Very good. What? A dunno, I guess? Never heard of a fish called a dunno before, to be honest. How are we doing for inventory space? Still looking very, very healthy. But I don't want to be out here, like, all day doing fishing. Maybe some of the smaller fish. Alright, let's call it quits because it is the evening already. I don't want to be fishing constantly because that can be a bit boring for you guys, I feel. Maybe we can get rid of like a crucian carp or a common carp. And that might bring us a little bit of money. But I am keen on just swinging by the swamp here. So how do we even get in? Oh, here, there's a bit of a pathway. Very good. So, will there ever be anything aside from cranberries here? Maybe not. Maybe I truly have to come back here during the autumn and winter. So, I better keep that in mind, but I feel like I might be forgetting it by the time the season comes. Alright, so all things considered, I think it's time for us to go to Sandyman's place, sell a few things, and then hopefully on the way home we can continue to forage, and when we do get home it'll be time to just plant stuff, and that will be the night. Alright. Let's sell you... not the 3-star stuff, that's for sure. We'll just sell the 2-star items and... Storm Base? Yeah, can have all of that. Recover a little bit of cash. I might need to save up a little bit more, we're getting a little low. Oh, I say that, I mean we still have 1,000 silver. Should I go for another grow bed? I don't know. Perhaps maybe it's a good idea. Maybe we should be just growing as much stuff as possible, and that way we can just sell veggies as like the main source of income. Something that'll be quite high yield. Maybe potatoes? If we just grow a bunch of potatoes all the time, we can be the prime potato seller of Bywater. Ooh, okay. Well, off we go back home then. Oh, I see more dill here. And I think that might be parsley. Oh man, bit of sage. Can I get rid of anything? I could maybe get rid of the chanterelles because got a lot of those. Sage, At least for the moment, I am still feeling like sage is a little bit harder to come by, so... Getting a little bit late in the day. So I'm actually seriously doubting the usefulness of the lanterns. I feel like I'm able to pretty much find all of the things myself without the help of lanterns. What is this? Lovage. Sorry guys, I've never heard of this herb before. Do not know how to pronounce that. And I've never seen it being used in any form of cooking before, so that's totally new to me. Anywho, we need to be growing a whole heap of stuff. So let's get to it. I definitely want more peas, so let's get that in. And we want flowers in various spots, don't we? So try to keep things happy with more flowers. Do a bunch of flowers there. And I would like to get something that will be happy growing here. We could do more flowers and just make absolutely everything even happier. I don't know if that's the right strategy. I'll do that. We'll do that. And more flowers here as well. Like so. I think we ought to do more strawberries here. And we can do like shallots in the center, but I didn't have a second one, unfortunately. Do that there. Maybe a couple of leeks here. Yeah, I'm at risk of overthinking some of this stuff. And spending ages doing this, which I don't intend to do. Apparently... Yeah, I should be harvesting some of these things. Go with more seeds. Let's get some flowers in. As long as these things are not going to be upset with each other, you know? Yeah, one carrot there. Oh, these will be very happy together. Peas. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I have anything that's going to fit in the center there, unfortunately, but I think that's okay for now. Right. So, invite for Orlo and Nora. And I think that's going to be the day. And we may as well have that at our own home. Keep things simple. So Orla, Nora, send. Right. Anything else we want to do for the night? Just gonna check on what we need to do for cooking. Because I feel like we don't really get a chance to make the things that the mission asks us to. We keep looking at cravings. So I need to make something with a puffball. It needs to be 2 stars. Honey and bacon stew. Just trying to see what will give us the opportunity to make something that might be like a couple of stars. Alright, let's go with the coney and bacon stew. Let's go with 3-star coney there. And yeah, we need to use puffballs. Is it because, I've just had a thought here, I wonder if we need to use a 2-star puffball to meet the requirements. That could be the reason why we haven't been able to see certain missions complete. I'm just sort of spitballing here. Coney and bacon stew. Store in the backpack. Did we hit that? No. Yeah, I think it is actually a requirement that you have the 2-star puffball before you can even start thinking about cooking. 3-star yeast. That'll be difficult. Bluefin gudgeon. 3-star radish. Yeah. We might be able to do the wax cap one. Yeah, we've got a few of these 2-star snowy wax cap. Let me give this a go and see what happens. Oh, no. Okay, this is foraging a snowy wax cap. My bad, my bad. Okay. Oh, alright. A 3-star cabbage. Do we even have 3-star cabbage? Nope. Yeah, okay, a lot of these missions we might not be able to complete until... well, until we get those ingredients, so... a lot more challenging than one might think. Which makes me feel, do we need to be visiting the Ivy Bush more regularly to check on whether or not we can do other missions instead? There's no point hanging on to some missions that we won't even be able to ever complete. Like the wild beef one, for instance, I don't think it's in season, so we can't exactly do too much there, right? Let's throw all of these in. Time for a bit of harvesting. I'm guessing at some point, once we get the recipe for it, we should be able to make ourselves some strawberry jam or something along those lines. Finally, we've got a little bit more rhubarb to work with. Let's maybe grab what we can. Yeah, okay. All of this we can't exactly grab. Right, let's go back. Stash this away. Maybe I should sell some of my ruby taters. Not the 2-star ones. Alright, anything else we can sell? Can sell some hazelnuts. Morels? Bit of parsley, maybe? Since they're in season. Wax caps. Velvet stems. Will we find more? I think we can get rid of the velvet stems. And another bunch of walnuts. Yeah, we only have the 1-star yeast. I'll maybe check in with Sandyman, see if he has some 2-star yeast. For us to use. Okay, so hopefully plenty more space for more plants. Let's go with more taters. That'll be a decent source of income, as I said. Yeah, that looks good. Do we have any flowers? No. What should I try and grow? I might go with more peas, just because I feel like there are a few recipes out there that need peas. Oh, can't squeeze that in. Maybe something like that. Jeez. There goes the entire garden. Marigolds. And yeah, let's figure out what we can fit in here. Let's do some more rhubarb. I reckon we do like a couple of batches of rhubarb here. That'll take up most of the space. Then in the front, we should be able to grow a few more things here. Bit of basil? Can we squeeze that in? No? Alright. If we buy some shallots, I think shallots are generally pretty small, so we might be able to squeeze some of those things in. Alright. Not bad. And I think we're done for the day when it comes to the garden. Well, except for watering the garden, I suppose. We do need to do that. Probably sell some garlic. Does get a little bit tricky to find stuff, doesn't it? So let's do another 3. There we go. And I think that's everything from here. Do we want more ruby taters? I'll throw my ruby taters in here. We'll sell them when we've got, like, a bit more of a stack going. Okay, he's still going strong with all of the food here. So we'll need to check back in a few more days, I reckon. So, a bitter dish for Nora, salty dish for Olo. I feel like Olo really likes salty dishes all the time. Stack of books there, nice. And what is that? Like a carpet. And it's the mushroom that we're having trouble trying to find. Would blow it. We should hopefully try to find more of those while we're foraging. I wonder if they're a night mushroom, similar to the glow cap or whatever it is. Ooh, I need to keep that. I wonder if there is a place where you can go that would, well, not exactly guarantee you, but like, would net you higher star fish. Or do we need to see old Noakes about getting higher star fish, I wonder? Oh, okay. Let's switch up the Bywater bleak. Why not? Alright, actually I'm in the wrong spot. I kind of want to speak to Sandyman. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could probably do with some more seeds, but we managed to plant, like, a lot, and we're using all of the garden space at the moment, so, you know, maybe we don't exactly have to buy some more seeds. This person keeps hanging out here. Sometimes she talks about, like, running out of flour or whatever. Sandyman? Keep the eggs, obviously. And the wood blow it. The roof. So, there's a bit of money. Yeast. Alright. We'll buy some. But I really need to check in every day to see if he's actually got some 2-star yeast to sell. Not today, apparently. Alright, time to head back. And it's time for us to check on, well, not check on, but we need to make those meals and have it. I reckon I'll actually have the meal in the next episode, though, considering how long this one's gone for already. And then I think we're going to reserve the night for a little bit of foraging. Maybe not even the night, maybe even some of the day as well, because I'm keen on trying to find more of those mushrooms. The wood blowets. I'm actually pretty desperate to find the wood blowets, to be honest, because that's the only thing missing from being able to allow us to, like, make mushroom soup, and I think a few other dishes require it specifically. Let's also do some watering. Oh, daffodils. Let's get that in immediately. We need to keep everything happy. I was sort of being cheeky there, hoping that I could actually hit both of them from that angle. I'm glad you could do that, actually, because otherwise it'd take up so much of the day just trying to water stuff constantly. I think these should also be watered at the moment, so that's looking good. Righto guys, so I think when we come back in the next episode, first thing to do is to get into a little bit of cooking. We'll invite Nora and Orlo for a bit of lunch and have a chat about this festival and what's going to be required for that. Hope you enjoyed this one as usual. Drop me a like down below, some comments if you want to get in touch. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.